The discard was soul crushing. Your heart was shattered into a million pieces, but losing the avoidant is actually winning. Your nervous system was on edge, walking on eggshells, overwhelmed with anxiety because this person, with their inconsistencies, their pullaways, their hot and cold, their lack of accountability, their lack of emotional depth, their unwillingness to have the deep conversations, it was wreaking havoc on your nervous system. At some level, maybe consciously or subconsciously, you recognize you couldn't share your needs with this person. You couldn't share your feelings because they'd shut down and possibly even run away. So you were losing yourself in the process, becoming more and more anxiously attached. And now you get the opportunity to reset your nervous system, regain your sense of self, pour your energy into yourself, because you know what? Being single and being alone is better than being in a relationship that is doing nothing but causing you anxiety and causing you to lose yourself and to lose your confidence and lose your self-esteem. But now, instead of chasing the validation and the love from an emotionally unavailable partner, you have the opportunity to learn to spot the red flags and hold boundaries so you never go through it again. But not only never go through it again, form that partnership with a partner that is emotionally available. Emotional availability requires the ability and the willingness to form a deep bond, deep love, deep connection. But it also requires the ability and the willingness to empathize with the partner, to share their emotions, the whole thought process of how do my actions impact my partner? How do they feel? The avoidant, they weren't bonding, not at a deep level. The love was surface level, and they certainly weren't empathizing with you. It was all about them. But when you meet that person, get to that person, by the way, by holding boundaries and making sure you weed out the unavailable people. When you meet the emotionally available person, you can form a true partnership with them because they do empathize with you and they do have emotional depth. They can meet you where you are. You don't have to walk on eggshells and meet them where they are at a shallow level. They can match your depth. They can go the distance. They can have the deep conversations with you. They can have the deep intimacy, both emotional and physical. They are willing to have the uncomfortable conversations to make sure that the two of you are on the same page, to make sure that conflicts get resolved, not ran away from. A person that you can feel safe, your nervous system feels safe with, a deep bond. And it is so much more fulfilling and so much more rewarding than anything the avoidant could have ever given you. So it was a blessing in disguise, because when you get to that person, and you will get there by holding boundaries and looking out for red flags, the thought of even going back to an avoidant will give you the edge.